Yeah, thank you first of all for the nice introduction. So a warm welcome from our side. We talk about the next generation product compliance platform. I'm Nico. To
And I'm Sebastian, hi.
exactly. Um, then let's start to talk about the problem.
Yeah, we as Bosch, we develop a lot of systems for driver assistance and automated driving. Yeah, you see some of our components here, radar sensors, video sensors, ultrasonic sensors, and of course also systems for automated emergency braking. And there's a lot of pain for compliance with existing regulations and upcoming regulations because there are regular updates, there are many, the sources are a lot, and it's very time consuming for investigation. What is the valid text? Yeah, what is new? What has changed? And we have been puzzling together those regulations in order to develop our requirements and our system according to the market needs. And here comes Certivity.
And I hope, yeah, we have the pain relief or the painkiller for actually your problem. So we developed a SaaS platform. In the first place, we are digitizing all the regulatory content that is out there. We are crawling it, digitizing it. Usually this data is trapped in PDF files or formats that it's not easily to read. So we are digitizing that in a so-called graph data model. So we have a huge graph of regulatory data. We are analyzing that data with AI intelligence to find out requirements in regulatory texts. And all of that we make available on our platform that the engineers can easily interact with that. So all the technical compliance workflows from like finding requirements, interpreting them together between engineers and regulatory experts can be done on our platform. But more than that, all this data that is generated on our platform can be exported to like the most common requirements management tools. And the most important part is actually that we digitizing the complete chain from usually paper-based documents into a full digital product compliance process. And it's updatable, so we can identify changes in regulation and how this will affect the product development. And yeah, I'll now hand over to the specific use case, how Bosch is actually working with our software.
Yes, thanks. So I want to present you two use cases. Yeah, the first one is you get a new regulation. Yeah, maybe last week there was a publication of an automated emergency regulation in the US. So Certivity grabs this regulation, makes a digital copy, and we can directly work with it. So we can derive requirements of the tool and then export those requirements to our requirements tooling we have internal at Bosch, also different ones, of course. Yeah, so we can export maybe to code beamer or to doors, whatever you're using. And so it's very comfortable for us to work with it. Second is, on a daily basis, I get a lot of requests on regulations. Yeah, for instance, somebody's asking me last week, is it a child or an adult you have to brake on for an AB, yeah, according to the regulation? And that's not an easy question because this is changing with the regulations. Yeah, there are adaptations of the documents, and you would have to read about 6 to 8 documents in order to find out what is the latest version, what is happening out there. And with this tool, I simply click on the regulation, I click on a paragraph, I see when it has changed. I saw there's defined you have to test on a child, yeah, and then I can derive an interpretation and provide a solution to the engineering within, I would say, 5 minutes, which would have taken me 1 hour before. Yeah, and so for me, I can concentrate on my engineering work.
Yeah, that's exactly what we are trying to achieve. Efficiency, but also security inside of technical compliance processes when developing a new product. So yeah, I mean, the highlights of our POC or our pilot project definitely was that we could work with Bosch together and get real user feedback And now we want a champion actually that is loving our product. That's exactly what a startup is searching for. And yeah, this was basically from our side like the most valuable part of the POC. But also this is a super interesting one, since these regulations are so complex that even the legislator who issues the regulation do failures. And our tool actually, because we are working with AI and data and software, we could detect actually these problems early on in the draft stage in order that the Bosch colleagues could approach the legislator during the legislative process and address these issues, that it gets solved and not become a law. So that was a super cool cooperation. And yeah, for us at the moment we are in follow-up discussions to really bring it to production inside of Bosch, that everybody can use our tool. And yeah, for me it was a huge success. I'm not sure
The
how you
same.
see it.
Yeah. Thanks.
But yeah, thank you. You can meet us. We have a booth. I can explain a little bit more about the tool. And yeah, you are super welcome. To see you later.
Thanks.
Thank you very much.